Alright, beautiful people. Today in this video, we're going to be covering the topic of why somebody would ever choose to come on a meditation retreat. Why would somebody choose to come somewhere where all they do is meditate, sleep, and eat? And why is that even appealing? How does that even make any sense? I could have chose to go somewhere hot, like a summery destination in the tropics for 2 weeks. I could have chose to go somewhere where it has more of an adventure to explore, some mountains or some jungles or anything of the such. I could have even drove probably across America and around the whole country in the same 2 weeks, but I chose to come to a meditation retreat. So because I came on this retreat, there has to be some sort of benefit in my eyes, and I'm going to share that in this video. And the thought that comes to mind, the main purpose is that, in the back of our mind, we usually have ideas of things that we're supposed to do, usually in regards to our health and our well-being. And it could even be meditation in general. It could be sorting out some sort of pain that we have in our body. It could be fixing our diet. It could be something along the lines to get us healthy, to get us in the right mental state, taking care of ourselves in a way that we don't usually get to do. And that's the whole point, is how often do we usually put those things first in our day-to-day life? Usually, those things of body maintenance, maintenance of our mind, self-care, those things usually get put to the back. Those things are usually an afterthought. If we have time at the end of the day, maybe I'll rub my feet, maybe I'll give myself a little massage, things like that. And it's not usually prioritized. Even in my day-to-day, where I do meditate regularly, objects and things that are priorities of the day usually take the forefront, and then I try to fit my meditation in around that. And it's like, okay, let me just hurry up and get this thing in. Meanwhile, sometimes these are the most important things that we know we should be doing. And sometimes they get put off into the back burner for days, months, and years. And we actually never get to it. And we never do the things that will actually make us inside feel better. So planning a 2-week meditation retreat here in Fairfield, Iowa is kind of like blocking out that time for myself. Putting it at the forefront, putting it as a priority. This is the main focus that's going to be here for the next 2 weeks, and booking it in like that. And yes, I could have probably stayed at home and meditated for 2 weeks on a similar schedule, but there are some other benefits specifically coming here to do this meditation retreat. So this school is set up perfectly for a routine of rest and relaxation and group meditation. The university has 2 domes, a men and women's dome, for everybody to meditate and participate in group meditation. The school has organic food, a wide variety of vegetarian food, so that the thought doesn't need to be there to think, what am I going to eat? Or even to put the time and effort in to prepare any sort of meals. Also, there are info sessions and knowledge sessions that pertain to what we are doing, why we are meditating, the benefits that come with it. And it is set up for this routine, for this purpose, for us to meditate over this time and really dedicate ourselves to the practice. And a main part of this routine and facility that is here is that there is no strict guidelines of that you have to be here, that you have to be there. To be honest, you don't even have to go to the meditation domes or even meditate at all, or even attend any of the knowledge sessions, because this is a routine and purposeful time for rest. So if what feels best is to lie down and sleep in the morning, don't make it to the meditation dome, that is totally okay. There's no strict obligations to do your yoga practice, to do your breathing. Usually that's the case sometimes when we first get here. People sometimes will sleep through the first day or 2 after coming off of a long flight or travel or whatever it is, to just recuperate from not maybe being in the best of practices in the day-to-day life. Coming here is a time to relax. So there's no strict guidelines to say you need to be here, here, here. You take it as your energy provides, and if it does need just food and sleep for a day or two, then that's it. And then possibly getting into the routine of going to the dome to meditate. And because this community and university here is for that one purpose, doing group meditations with the people who live here locally adds to the numbers in the group. And when you have a group meditation and many people meditating at the same time, it provides exponential benefits, not just an addition of benefits, but actually exponential. And it is definitely felt when I go into the dome and meditate, where at home I might be meditating on my routine and I'd be very tired when it comes to the end and might not finish everything or do it to its fullest. Here in this facility, in the dome that's catered towards this, and the amount of people, I find it much easier to sit for long periods of time and meditate. I probably haven't sat in lotus position for this long ever in my life, back to back, day to day, for hours on end. And sitting in lotus is not a requirement, it is something that I choose to do. But when there are like-minded people doing the same thing, for an example, people at a job who are dedicated towards one mission of that company, things flow smoothly and efficiently compared to many people scattered around doing different things. So everyone here meditating, doing their transcendental meditation and full program adds to the benefits exponentially that I receive when I come here. And I've been coming here for this is my third year, and the benefits are pretty incredible when it comes to relaxing, resetting, and especially during this time where it is the in this New Year space, during this time where a lot of people have time off. It is a really good time to just reset everything from the deepest part of the nervous system. So those are some of the benefits that I receive when I'm here in Fairfield. Mainly is to prioritize self-care, wellness, and well-being first, to put that at the forefront for the time that I have off. Usually sometimes when we go on a vacation, it is an adventure and it's almost stressful, maybe even more stressful than our day-to-day life, managing travel and all that goes with it. And then when we come back from a vacation, it's almost like we need a vacation from that. We need extra rest, but we never get that extra rest. So this, to me, is prioritizing that first. And then even when I go back to my day-to-day routine, whatever that may look like, it's better. And I feel rested, energized, and I take some of that bliss from meditation and incorporate all the practices that I know I should be doing and really putting it at the forefront as a residual effect, and emphasizing that when I go back into my day-to-day routine. And because this place is catered to it logistically, the food, the meditation dome, the rooms, they're all close by, they're all on this campus. It makes it super easy for just moving around, to organize things. The only thing is to actually get here, which is in Fairfield, Iowa, and the nearest airport is probably an hour away. And even to get to that airport is a connecting flight coming from Toronto. So once here though, everything is in place, everything is catered for. It is not their first rodeo, so things are in place and you kind of fall into routine pretty easily. And that's why I participate in this 2-week meditation retreat here in Fairfield. Those are the benefits that I get from it. Hopefully this provided some sort of insight to you and your practice and things that you are considering. If you're considering going on a meditation retreat, whether it's this one or any other practice, there are different kinds. It is something to consider to prioritize health, well-being, and our wellness first when it comes to planning and forecasting anything that we want to do. So hopefully this provides some sort of insight to what this is like, and some future considerations might get contemplated on your end for your wellness and your benefit and things that you want to prioritize. So all the best health until next time.